Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. Let's see who we got in the building. El Chancho. What it do? We got, who is that? Lillian Shaw. Lillian Shaw. What's up, Lillian? William Barrett. William Barrett. Juanita Wilson is in the building. I think that it would be the Brooklyn Prophet. Ekim. L Dub. Renaissance of Conscious. Going in, fam. All right. How many of you watched the game yesterday? According to the Nelson ratings, over 100 million people watched the game. Over half the households in the United States was watching the Super Bowl. Imagine that. Over half the households in the United States was tuned in to the Super Bowl. Let me put a picture of Usher up here right quick. What did y'all think about Usher's performance? If you watched the Super Bowl, what do you think about Usher's performance? Were you satisfied? Were you pleased? Were you excited? Were you overwhelmed, underwhelmed? How did you feel? Give me a thumbs up if you liked Usher's Super Bowl performance. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, he could have done better than that. Let me know what you're thinking. Give me a thumbs up if you thought the Super Bowl performance was good. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Let's see what y'all saying. Let's see. Somebody, who was that? Oak Cliff say 6 out of 10. Miss Sunshine down. Didn't like it. Cedric Ortega says, pretty good. My 2 cents, good. Okay, is that Dean Supreme, up. Judon, up. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, we'll rock with that. Okay, so most of you found that the halftime performance, courtesy of Usher, was good. Okay, that's good news. That's good to hear. Always good when the people have a good time. Now, there was a lot of excitement that surrounded the Super Bowl. That was Super Bowl 58. And there was a lot of excitement around not just the Super Bowl, but, the halftime performance. That's one of the biggest things going, besides the commercials. By the way, the commercials have fallen off drastically, in my opinion. They're not what they used to be. The commercials used to be like mind-blowing, and it seemed like they're just wasting a lot of money these days. In any event, San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, they went toe-to-toe, and toe-to-toe straight into overtime, with Kansas City emerging as the champions by a score of 22-25. They took care of business. Kansas City, the 49ers had their chances. Damn, they had their chances. But Kansas City wanted it more. And I don't think the game was rigged. I think that it was played fair and square. Wait, let me put it like this. I think to an extent, all games are rigged. All professional games are rigged to an extent. Meaning that, we're going to call some over here, we're going to call some over there. But if you can play superb football and make the least amount of mistakes, like obvious mistakes, then typically you're going to win the game. If you play harder, if you execute better than the other team, even in the midst of being cheated on, you can oftentimes come out on top, right? But getting back to the story. So the money. Typically, Usher gets paid somewhere between $1 million to $1.5 million to perform at corporate events. This was a 15-minute performance, and if he had been even at a private party, he could have gotten $1 million, anywhere from $1 to $1.5 million. Now, that did not happen for his Super Bowl halftime performance. And that is due to a league policy that the NFL covers all expenses associated with the halftime show, including production and the artist's travel costs, but not their traditional fee. So in this case, Usher received only a measly daily rate of $1,000 based on a minimum wage union scale. So it wouldn't have mattered if Usher was performing, Taylor Swift was performing, Garth Brooks was performing, or Willie D, all by myself with no guest. They would have shot us $1,000. Everybody get $1,000. It don't matter how many records you sold. You get $1,000. But that don't mean that the NFL doesn't splurge on the show. Shakira performed in 2020, and they spent $13 million on the performance. They had 3,000 workers for the production and to cover the expenses of the building collapsing stage in 38 parts. The expense also covered huge audio equipment brought in on 18 carts. It's a huge production if you ever watch the halftime performance. And think about all the stuff that they bring out on the field. They'll even change the floor of the field and everything. Well, they have to change the floor of the field. You can't play on the grass or the turf that the team is playing on. So they cover the entire field, and they cover it with flooring, temporary flooring, stage, equipment, all kinds of stuff. And they get that stuff in and out. I'm talking about in minutes. And it's like, it's something to see it move. It's something to see how it goes, how those people can actually flip a field, a football field or a basketball court or a baseball stadium. Flip it in a matter of minutes. I'm talking 5, 10, 15 minutes. Can flip the whole thing. But despite, all is not lost for Usher, because despite not getting paid, he's still walking away with a ton of perks that comes along with performing during the Super Bowl halftime. Here's some of the most immediate benefits that entertainers get from performing at these halftime shows. Lady Gaga saw a 1,000% surge in sales of her digital catalog after 2017 when she hit the stage. Similarly, Justin Timberlake performed in 2018. His music sales increased by 534%. Rihanna's Super Bowl appearance garnered her an increase in Spotify streams of 640% across the United States alone. Dr. Dre got like a 105% increase, and so on and so on and so on. So performing at the Super Bowl does increase an artist's profile. Now, record sales and stuff is cool that the record sales increase and all that kind of stuff. But don't think that the artist is seeing that money, seeing any substantial income from those record sale increases. But what does happen is that the artist that's renewed interest in the artist or new interest in that artist, because a lot of people, become first-time fans after watching an artist perform at the Super Bowl halftime. So what would happen is oftentimes is that even if an artist ain't really seeing any substantial increase in his bottom line from the sales, they get paid from the overall interest in them, and people want to book them for shows and stuff like that, so they make money along those lines. And sometimes, they get those ancillary deals where, people want to hook them up with endorsement deals and things of that nature. So it's a big deal. Halftime is a big deal. And by the way, from time to time, artists do perform for free for charity events. From time to time, not all charity events, but some, they will perform free. So this ain't like it's something totally out of the ordinary. I just think that a lot of people, just fans in general, don't really know how this thing go. And, sometimes when you lose, you win. In other words, like sometimes when you don't even get paid, you get paid. You dig catch my drift? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Going into the comments. What's up, James Briggs? Natural beauty. What about when multiple artists perform? When multiple artists perform, same thing. They all get the $1,000 union scale. At least that would be my guess. That they all would get the same thing. It's kind of like when you perform on television. When you go out on stage and perform on television, it don't matter how many people was in the group. Everybody get a check, and it's a base scale. And it ain't much, fam. I don't care what you own. I don't care if you own Jimmy Kimmel or whatever show. I think that number is somewhere like around $600 or something. It ain't much, but it's the exposure. So it's kind of like bartering. Louise, what's up? Natural beauty. Scott Bernhard. What's up? A Bernhard. Scott Bernhard. What's up, Sid? Cedric Ortega in the building. Usher is on a roll. He had one of the most successful Las Vegas residencies ever. And now he got a new album out that's supported by all of the new fans that he got from the from the Vegas residency, and the new fans he's picked up and woke up after his halftime performance. It's the biggest stage, the absolute biggest stage in the United States, Super Bowl halftime. And he jumped on that stage and did his thing. And now, I mean, his tour was already selling out. I think that the name of his tour is Past, Present, and Future. I think it's something along those lines. The man is killing it. I mean, he is killing it. And that says a lot for an artist that's been around over 2 decades to have that type of interest, to have that type of success on the end, like when he's past his prime. Man, salute to Usher. I ain't got no problem with that, man. Get that money, Usher. Get that money. Who is that? Zoe Marley. What's up, Zoe? Voodoo Glitch. All right, fam. That's my time, but I want to do a poll right quick before we go. Let's do one more poll. Let's reiterate the poll. Give me a thumbs up if you watched the Super Bowl halftime performance and you thought Usher did a good job. If you liked the performance, if you liked the overall performance, because it wasn't just Usher, it was other people on the stage. Was it Alicia Keys was on stage? Who else performed? It was Alicia Keys, Luda. Saw Luda up there. Saw Jermaine Dupri. It might have been it. I can't remember. But in any event, thumbs up if you if you enjoyed the halftime performance. Thumbs down if you think they could have done better. Voodoo Glitch up. Team Supreme up. Music Junkie up. God Love up. Yeah, and her, she was there. Anthony Porter up. Board Demand up. Bubba Lips up. Bubba Lips Cosmetics, all right. Eric Howard up. Manifest Reality up. Stolen Ancestors up. Who was that? Chill Wise up. Culture Vultures up. Belinda Braden up. That's Braden. That's Braden. Okay. Kim Brown up. Sean Sims up. Okay. Y'all enjoyed it, fam. So salute and congratulations to Usher. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, morning, or evening, wherever you are in the world, fam. Until next time. No more talk.